Might have to work on some new intro music. Anyway, this is Eddie O'Brien. Some of you may know me from 24/7 Sports. Some of you may know me from Prep Red Zone. Some of you may just know me from covering high school football in Pennsylvania. However you know me, I'm glad you're here to check out my new We Run the State podcast slash show slash whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever I come up with. Anyway, what I wanted to do, thank you. Anyway, what I wanted to do was uh, shed some light on a certain prospect who I think his recruitment probably blew up today. His name is Jahsear Whittington, class of 2024, defensive lineman out of Imhotep Charter in Philadelphia. He played his first season last spring, not last fall. The Philly Public League postponed their season because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So, he got some plays. Got to play in the spring, and now he's starting defensive tackle for Imhotep Charter. Real quick, he I first saw him as a running back before he even got to high school. So that's when I first became aware of him, seeing his highlights on Instagram. Um, and then he came to the All State Preps camp in February of this year. Competed at the linebacker position and finished as a top linebacker performer at the event. So fast forward, and now he is a defensive tackle. And quite honestly, I think he's probably 6'1", 6'2", maybe 6'3" by now. I'll have to check with him, but I talked with him, several weeks ago, and he wanted to be listed as an edge. And I didn't say this, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't think I'm not, I'm freaking. He's not done growing, and most likely with his body type, he's probably going to end up playing defensive tackle at the next level. And sure enough, watching his highlights this past weekend, Imhotep went up to Pittsburgh and beat Pittsburgh Central Catholic, and I got to view his highlights earlier. I think it was earlier today or yesterday. Cause I talked to him yesterday, and I told him, but more or less, I was, I might not have told him directly, but I was impressed with how he looked on film against Pittsburgh Central Catholic, a team out of Western PA that's perennially one of the best teams in Western PA and in the state actually. So they got big boys all across the line. So for him to go um, and do well against against those guys, to me says a lot and said a lot. And I think that played a big part in him getting his first two offers today, um, both in-state offers. One is from Temple and one is from Penn State. And the Temple one is pretty good, but we gotta keep it 100 here. Getting offered by Penn State as a 2024 kid, that means your recruitment is about to go into overdrive. Serious overdrive. So you'll start hearing his name mentioned more, especially when it comes to 2024 prospects, not only in Pennsylvania but in the Northeast. With him getting those offers today, so congrats to him on that. Okay, what we're gonna do real quick is check out his highlights from Pittsburgh Central Catholic. Of course, he's the one being uh, pointed out with the arrow. As you can see, he's making a lot of tackles in the backfield. That's part of the fact that he's getting off the ball quicker than those offensive linemen, and in some cases, just beating him to the hole, beating him to the punch. Again, which has to do with him getting off the ball quicker. And it's not surprising that he's quicker than some of these linemen because he did play running back and he did line up at linebacker as well. So he is agile and has good footwork, and that's actually has pretty good footwork for a defensive tackle. So, and another thing that impresses me is the fact that he doesn't stay engaged with these linemen. Once he makes contact, he's quick to get him off of his body, meaning he doesn't allow the offensive lineman to control him at all. He has his hands moving, constantly working. Um, there might have been a play or two where he was not stood up, maybe got blocked a couple yards, but he was able to recover and make tackles. So, all right, that's all I got for now. Until next time, my name is Ed O'Brien. You can check me out on Twitter on Ed O'Brien CFB, and you can check me out on Instagram if you want, Ed O'Brien 247. You can also check me out on Panther 247 and Preps 24/7, Prep Red Zone New Jersey and Prep Red Zone Maryland. So until next time, just remember, we run the state.